Now, climate change is a real deal, especially currently in the news with philanthropists like Greta Thunberg. Now, before diving into this climate discussion, I want to go with you another direction, and we are going into the green finance direction because there can be made billions in this area. And why and who is making these billions? Now in this vlog.
Wolf of Dubai.
Thank you for watching another vlog here. Make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's dive directly into the topic. Now, greenhouse gases are produced by cars or the industrialization in general. Or meat. Yes, meat production is actually one of the biggest greenhouse gas producers in the whole planet. Now, we have seen people that are fighting or supporting this new trend of sustainability, of green finance, can be really paid off. Now, just a recent interview by Larry Fink, who is handling the biggest investment fund out there with $7 trillion, just said the climate crisis and its cost can be one of the biggest crises that we ever seen, even bigger than any financial crisis.
The climate change is going to require a huge energy transition. It's going to be 40 or 50 years. So we're not running away. We need to have an organized plan for those countries. There are countries too that are heavily based on hydrocarbons. For those countries, for those states, for those municipalities, our job is to inform them what we are seeing as an asset allocation. We are not running away from all hydrocarbons because we do believe they play a role. We believe natural gas plays a very large role in the energy transition. And so we believe this is a process, not just, we're not stopping. We did make a statement that coal is not a good investment now. We believe in most cases fossil fuels will not be a good investment. But we are not saying they're not a bad investment today either. We believe over time we are going to see this energy transition. And some of the biggest energy companies are in the forefront of renewables and working towards that. So this is not a black or white, and we're not making a black or white statement related to any of the, I would say, the fossil fuel companies. What we want these companies to do is to provide more transparency and move forward towards that.
Now, these are big words by a big man, and therefore we should take this serious. And who and how can we profit from this change? Now, we have seen there's a couple of options which we will discuss today. So first of all, let's talk about business in general. Business in general solves problems, solves value creation. So if you have a business, always think, or if you invest in a business, always think which value this business is bringing for its customers, or which problem is it solving. Now, if the problem is big or huge, then the profit and the outcome and the value creation of this company can be huge as well. Now, as you can see, the bigger the problem is, the bigger the company can actually grow, and we can see this slowly in Tesla, for example, but also we have seen the problem solving of oil of the other century. So in the 19th century, actually oil solved a couple of problems. First, we could create energy which we could use for power, for transportation, for mass producing of products, and this gave us a huge push into our development of humanity, and obviously this was so good to move us forward technically wise, but it was so bad or still bad for our planet, and therefore the next step is actually to reverse that or fight against it and still have this technology to make use of the technology and the power and the energy that we can create with new technologies. For example, a solution is Tesla here. Tesla solved the problem of transportation to not make it greener. This is a very smart part of the problem, but also make it better at the same time, and also faster and longer lasting in the future and more range in the future. So you can see the product, the electric car, is actually 10 times better than the technology before. And this is how companies like Tesla can grow to multi-million, multi-billion and multi-trillion companies in the future. And this is how Tesla is one of the greatest example of sustainable energy companies. Now, another example of this is obviously one of the greatest growth stories of the last couple of weeks, which is Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat is looking to serve these vegans that are out there and promoting artificial meat to those people who are really craving for meat-like products, but either are vegans and don't want to miss on those burgers. On the other side, people that think about the future and don't want to miss out about the burgers. So in both ways, Beyond Meat is one of the single most important looking forward thing to buy and company to look for if we are looking to sustainable companies on the stock market. Now, there's not much of those companies out there, but you definitely can look for these companies out there. There are a couple of those, and Tesla and Beyond Meat are two. And as you can see, those companies fall into the growth stock category, because in the end, we need to see how this further will develop into the next couple of years and weeks to go. Now let's see to a couple of companies and people who made actually billions of dollars of the future of sustainable energy and of course a sustainable planet. If we are talking about Elon Musk, his net worth is just below $30 billion. Now this includes some shares into Tesla, of course, because he's owning about 20 to 25% Tesla. Also Blackrock, the company I just spoke, the biggest asset group, assets found, is actually invested 3.56% in Tesla as well. As one of the 5 top investors into Tesla. And there you can see that Larry Fink already looking into the future of Tesla as well. And therefore, if you're looking into those companies, you see that Elon Musk is one of the top sustainability billionaire out there, and there's a couple of more. There's, for example, Alois Woben is another billionaire that could make another dollar, to be precise, $8 billion with his wind turbine company that is approximately having 6% of the overall market for sustainable energy manufacturing products. And therefore you can see that, also this can make you a very, very good amount of money. Deng Yugin is one of the Chinese pioneers that founded CATL, which is one of the biggest car battery manufacturer who is supplying companies like BMW or Daimler. Now they went in public around June 2018, and their stock price just quadrupled since then. So you can see how much value creation is there in these companies, and you shouldn't miss on the next companies that are out there that we definitely will find out, because I believe that focusing on this kind of green energy and green finance will be one of the most important things that investors should look for. And if they have a choice between two companies and one have more sustainability in their core of their product, then definitely you should consider to invest into this company rather than the other. Now recently there was also one interview where the BNP actually wealth fund disclosed that more and more focus of clients is into the green energy and sustainability front. So more and more people are actually interested into this sustainability as well. And therefore you see how important this is for clients, for wealthy clients as well. You can see these trends where these big wealth funds are going is usually something that you should definitely look into, and therefore I very appreciate that you watched this vlog, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like this video, and I see you tomorrow because I'm vlogging every single day.